Hi there, it's me again, Elena, the creator of Always Discover and always-discover.com, my blog. And in case you're not familiar with what Always Discover is, it basically means always discover new things, always be open to learning, always be open to trying new things and learning to do things different ways, and pretty much continue to learn and open your mind. Today I wanted to talk about my goals for Colombia. For those of you who don't know, I have been in Colombia now for about 6 weeks, and I just wanted to check in and see how we're doing. When you're moving to a new place, sometimes it's easy to kind of get lost with, exploring and doing all these external sort of discoveries. But something I've always liked to do is make goals for myself every year, essentially, or every new change. Create a list of things that I'd like to accomplish within that phase of discovery, let's say. It's a really cheesy way to put it, but yeah. So my goals for Colombia have been, so my first goal is start Drunk Writers. I was part of this group in Milwaukee called Drunk Writers Milwaukee, run by this awesome chica named Mary, and I realized they didn't have one here in Bogota. I really wanted to stay a part of that sort of community, so my goal was to start it, and I have. So that's really cool that I already have one of my goals somewhat done. It's not finished until I leave. I have to keep it going. This month will mark the second one, and yeah, it's going pretty good, I think. So goal number 2 is finish my children's story. So I've had this story idea in my head for 4 years now? 5 years maybe? No. 4 years. No. I think only 3 years. Either way, long enough that I should be writing this. I tried to write it back in the US, but I couldn't. I had some other stories that I need to finish. I had the short story that was in my head that I finally finished, and I had my chapbook of poetry that I wanted to finish as well. But now that I'm here and I have time to work on my writing, thank God, I'm so happy about that. I really want to dedicate time to it, and I know if I do, it's gonna come out and it's gonna be awesome. Another part of that is I see it as a children's book, but I also see it as a screenplay, so I would like to create the children's book and kind of sketch out some illustrations for it. I'm not an illustrator, so I definitely will need to figure out how that will manifest, but that'll come along. At first, I need to write the story, and then I would also like to write the screenplay. That leads me to goal number 3, and that is polish and publish my chapbook, The Fruits of Mourning, or Los Frutos del Duelo, in the Spanish version. So I have it pretty much finished, and I thought I had it finalized and was actually moving to set it up and publish it on Amazon, but I don't know if it's because I'm picky and I'm a self-doubting poet and writer, but I think I would like to revisit some poems and maybe change some out and maybe add some different ones. So I really want that to be better. I want it to be better. I'm not 100% happy with it, so maybe it's a blessing in disguise that I didn't get it out. But again, like I said, I have more time to focus on my writing, and so I want to do that. I want to put something out that I'm really proud of, which actually leads me to my 4th goal, which is read way more. I've already read 2 books since I've been here, which isn't that much, but it's more than I was reading before. Yeah, I want to read more poetry. I want to study it, and hopefully by studying it a little bit more, I've got this weird hair sticking up here. Well, oh well. Hopefully by studying a little bit more, I can feel more confident in what I have to say, and that will fuel my own creative process and allow me to understand what kind of polishes I do want to put on the chapbook. I think exposure is so important, and I don't want to create things that are just going to be in an echo chamber necessarily. I'm going to have a video coming out called 8 Ways to Stay Disciplined, or Creative Living, 8 Ways to Stay Disciplined, or something like that. It's going to be a blog. It's a vlog and a video, a blog and a vlog. Definitely just, I want to read more, I want to study, I want to be a student again of literature and of poetry. So I'm also very lucky because I have access to a library in the Colombo Americano Center, where they have a bunch of English resources, and yeah, so I've just been totally taking advantage of that. Also, I have access to the library on campus, which does have some English material, but I think that would be a good opportunity to work on my other goal. Goal number 5 is to perfect and polish my Spanish. So I think simultaneously I can read in Spanish, I can read poetry in Spanish and literature in Spanish, and kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Granted, I think right now I'm in an English writing phase. I'm feeling more connected to my own language right now, but I'm definitely open to exploring that again, and also it would be good to explore that again for my Spanish version of my chapbook that I want to polish. And that leads me, I'm totally off my list, that leads to goal number 6, be healthy. So far, so good. Here, I don't have to drive at all, and I'm very happy about that. I realize it's a really big privilege to have a car, and I don't not appreciate that when I'm in the US, because without it, you can't really do much. But I'm very grateful to be in a city where I can walk or use public transportation if need be, and get the places I need to go. So I've traded in 30 minutes in the car to work to 30 minutes walking, and I love it. I'm so much happier. But aside from that, my goal was to join a sports team, and I did. I'm practicing with the university soccer team, which has been really fun. It's a good way to meet people too. Also, I have been working out on my own time as well, and I thought I was going to join a gym, but they're kind of expensive, and I don't really like gyms that much. So I've been doing my own videos here. I use Pop Sugar, shout out to them. They have some great videos and just great little circuit exercises they have, that unprintable paper that you can follow. So I've been doing that, and I've actually, that coupled with my diet, which is largely vegetarian. At home I don't really cook meat, but I love eggs and cheese, so I don't think I'll ever go vegan. But I have cut down significantly on cheese, and to be honest, I feel a lot better. Regardless, I've been eating really healthy, and so with my exercise coupled with diet, I've actually lost quite a bit of weight since I've gotten here only 6 weeks ago. I now fit into all of my clothes very comfortably, whereas before I was getting kind of snug. Goal number 7, that kind of goes hand in hand with being healthy, is I would also like to learn salsa. I know it a little bit. I'm no expert. Salsa really isn't that difficult, but I would like to become way better, so I'm looking to maybe take salsa classes, or simply just frequent salsa clubs. There's a lot of them here, and just learn how to dance better. And dancing is one of the best workouts, and it's so much fun. I love dancing. And so also, if I have the opportunity to, learn a different type of dance, I'd be totally open to that. Another thing that I would like to learn, so goal number 8, is I'd like to learn an instrument. So I have a lot of time here, like I've mentioned, and I feel so lucky to have that. And granted I want to write and I want to do all of these things, but I've always wanted to learn an instrument, and when I was living in Spain I tried to learn an instrument and I just didn't stay disciplined with it. But I was trying to learn guitar, and I think I'm realizing that guitar maybe just isn't for me. And so I would really like to try to learn harmonica. So actually this week I'm going to buy a harmonica, and I'm very excited. Goal number 9 that goes along with my writing is another project of mine that I've been working on, is a project on place, because I'm really fascinated by place poems and, you know, contemplating what makes a place. Mostly stemmed from a failure that I had in my college poetry class. I tried to write a poem about Boston, and I realized I don't know it. But basically I'm just fascinated by considering what makes a place. The flora, the fauna, the people, the dance, the gestures, the little phrases, the expressions on their faces, their body language, all of the things that can be found in certain areas. Kind of an anthropological poetry project, you could say. And so I have a very specific goal for that, and that's to write at least 15 poems about Bogota and some more, maybe 5, about Colombia in general. I know that's a lofty goal. I think that's a lofty goal, but I think if I listen to my own advice and my 8 ways to stay disciplined, I think I can accomplish that. Last, but certainly not least, my 10th goal is to be where I am. I know that sounds maybe silly or strange, but that is something that I've struggled with in, I'd say, most of my life. And that's just really truly finding peace exactly where I am and not dreaming or angsting for other places. And that, I think, is going to involve really involving myself here, utilizing my time well, and some meditation. Find joy and happiness where I am, within myself. That concludes my 10 goals that I have for this year in Colombia. Comment below any goals that you think I should have, any goals that you like, any goals that you have. I want to know what goals you have for where you are in your phase of life, in your phase of discovering. Comment below or go to my Facebook page. That link will be in the description. And let me know your thoughts. If you want more daily vlogs in Colombia or content about traveling, about living in other places and always discovering in general, be sure to subscribe and follow along. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And thanks for watching. Stay curious and always discover.